Welcome back, friends. So as promised, Jack and I are going to be doing a speed test on who can cut the most kindling or the fastest. Is that what we're going to do? So I was going to put Jack on the drill, and he said he didn't want the drill, he wanted the axe. So Jack is going to be doing the axe. So here's how it's going to break down. I've selected this pile right here. We're going to go until the pile is gone, and we're going to see at the end of it which is going to be faster, the auger cone drill splitter or the traditional axe. Now I brought 3 axes out. Jack, you want to bring those over here and pick which one you're going to use?
I'm going to use this one. You brought 3 axes out here.
Yeah, so I brought Grand Forest Brook Small Forest axe. I brought the Cold Steel axe. I bought Granddad's Small Boy's axe, and then so you can choose between those 3.
Yeah, I'm going to choose this because it's the smallest.
The smallest one. Yeah. Okay. Now we got to be careful and not. I know I need to tell you this, but not to get into a rush and make a mistake and cut your hand off.
Yeah.
So this isn't about like being super speedy. Just imagine I sent you out to cut kindling, and you were just normally going to do it like you would. So nobody gets hurt.
Maybe do it like I'm very cold and want to go inside.
Well, there is that. It's only 17 degrees out right now.
Yeah.
So this is the measuring device right here. This is the kindling has to fit inside of this or it won't be counted. It'll be disregarded. So It doesn't make any sense to cut corners. It's got to fit. Just like if you were to cap that, it's got to fit through there. So
it does make sense to cut corners.
I'll put this here.
Sure it fits.
If you want to check your size. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Should we get going?
Yep.
All right, so put your hand on your piece, and we'll go until it's gone. Remember, don't rush too much.
Okay.
Go. Oh, I lost my bit. This is not going well. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Okay. Tuning fork, only one side has to fit through.
Hold my genius.
You better keep working. Jack, come over here.
What?
I think that's it. I'm essentially out of battery.
Yeah, and there's not really much.
Can you kneel down here so you're in frame?
Yeah.
So let's stack it up real quick into a neat little pile, and then let's compare them side by side and see who came out on top.
I think it's obvious.
let's stack it up so we can see, because you're spread out all over the place. You might have more than you think. Oh. Show us the piles, Jack. What do you got?
This is yours. This is mine.
So Jack's pile, I would say you have what?
A third.
A third?
Yeah.
Of what I have here?
Yeah, because yours are smaller.
Yeah, so, and higher quality kindling. A little bit better, maybe, smaller stuff.
Well, I just said they're smaller.
So there's Jack's pile there on the right with the axe, and then my pile over there. That's a big difference. Who do you think worked harder?
Me.
You definitely moved around more,
yeah,
right?
I did beat you in one way. I was not as cold.
I'm definitely surprised. That's a big difference. And in defense, not to make excuses, I must have had that auger come out of my bit, 20 times? I wasted a lot of time doing that because
fall out a lot.
when you didn't see this, but when I bought that, it had the a bigger shank that wouldn't fit in there, and I ground it, and I didn't grind it flat, so it was on a taper, so it kept coming loose. You can see that.
Oh yeah.
So had it not come loose, I'd have quite a bit more even than that. It's definitely less work. It's not as enjoyable in that you have the noise of the drill, which is kind of a bummer. But it's way faster, and it takes a lot less effort. You don't have to chase wood around. You can just basically sit there with the block and just do it.
Yeah, every time I put the wood up on the block, it would fall over because we're on a bit of a hill, and a lot of the wood is uneven. And that was one of the big issues that I didn't split more wood, is that I had to chase wood every time.
Yeah, and that tires you out too when you're up and down,
Yeah.
hundreds of times doing that. But that's pretty amazing. It's a very effective tool. I'll take that off there and file that out by hand and make sure that taper's not on there. But that is definitely. How would you cut kindling in the future? Would you use the drill?
I'd use the axe.
You'd use the axe?
Yeah, I like the noise better.
Yeah, I think I'd probably use the drill, if I was going to be honest with you. All right, well, that's very interesting. I thought you guys would enjoy that. I found a guy building these on Amazon. He's selling them for $16, so I'll drop a link in there. You can chuck that up there to any drill if you like to split kindling. But you could essentially have that thing right by your wood stove, and when you bring wood in, you could just chip off a couple pieces really quick.
Yeah, you just have to deal with splintery boys like this.
Yeah, but it definitely worked good. So, I was going to mention, so Jack just started wrestling for your first year. I wrestled in school. My dad and his brother wrestled in school, and you're on your third practice. How are you feeling?
Sore.
So, I was telling Jack, and I remember, I think it was my dad telling me that their wrestling practice was so difficult back in the day that they were too sore to walk to school up the hill, so they had to walk up the hills backwards because their calves were so sore.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're doing tumbling and things like that, and every time I'm done with tumbling, I just get out with like a blistering headache.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot to learn, so we'll look forward. He's got his first match in, was it 10 days?
Yeah. Around there.
So we'll see how that goes. We'll let you know on that. So thanks for watching. May God bless you and your families. Keep us in your prayers, and thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the next video.